Welcome to This Explainer. You know, if you are absolutely fed up with dongle hell and system lag, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to strip away all that annoying bloat and build the ultimate power user setup. We are talking about peeling back the layers, from your physical desk accessories all the way down to those microscopic kernel drivers.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're hitting 1. The ultimate workspace hubs. 2. Obscure Linux distros. 3. A spotlight on LinuxHub Prime. 4. Nvidia Optimus explained. And finally 5. Mastering Prime offloading. Let's just dive right in. Section 1. The ultimate workspace hubs. The physical nervous system.
Let's start with the physical layer by solving that all-too-common problem of laptop port limitations. I mean, modern laptops are beasts, right? But they seriously lack the physical connectivity a true power user demands. A top-tier Thunderbolt docking station acts like a massive funnel for all your gear. Expert testing highlights some absolute standouts here. The CalDigit TS4? That's widely considered the best overall powerhouse. But hey, if you're working with limited desk real estate, the Base's Nomo NU1 Air is a fantastic space-saving alternative. For a rigid professional office environment, the Dell Dock WD19S is a total workhorse. And if you're in the Apple ecosystem, Satechi makes an incredible Thunderbolt 4 dock optimized specifically for MacBooks.
But what's truly revolutionary here is the sheer amount of friction these devices eliminate. It's a real game changer. These hubs completely transform your environment because a single cable handles literally everything. We're talking laptop charging, lightning-fast data transfer, and multiple high-res 4K displays all at once. You plug in one Thunderbolt cable, and boom, your laptop instantly inherits a full desktop ecosystem. Your keyboard, your external drives, your monitors, they all wake up simultaneously. It's absolutely crucial as a foundational layer for a clean, zero-clutter workspace.
Section 2. Obscure Linux distros. The conscious brain. Moving one layer deeper, we reach the software environment. This is the conscious brain of your laptop that actually makes the operational decisions. To avoid mainstream OS bloat, power users often turn to obscure, highly efficient Linux distributions. And honestly, they each offer some fascinating architectural quirks. For instance, Spiral Linux uses advanced zstad compression and snapshotting right out of the box. X-Ray OS is an absolute dream for creators because it comes pre-configured to fix common issues with DaVinci Resolve and Unreal Engine. Then you have GNU/Linux, which completely drops systemd in favor of 100% free software. And my personal favorite quirk, Gabo Linux. It boldly throws away the traditional Linux file hierarchy and reorganizes the whole shebang by program instead. No way, right? But it works.
Section 3. Spotlight. LinuxHub Prime, the ultimate custom OS. Let's zoom in on a specific distro that perfectly bridges customization with extreme efficiency. The Arch-based LinuxHub Prime. This system really caught my eye. Currently holding a super solid 8.5 out of 10 rating on DistroWatch, it solves massive driver and installation headaches by offering a one-click GUI installer for over 20 different desktop environments. It's a rolling release Arch-based system, but it takes all the pain out of Arch. You want the Zen kernel for lightning-fast responsiveness? It's pre-configured. Need access to massive community software libraries via AUR helpers like Yay or Paru? Ready to go. It completely removes the friction of building a bespoke, high-performance environment from scratch.
And reviewers are just highly enthusiastic about how premium the post-installation cleanup scripts feel. YouTube tech reviewer Zazio recently called it a jewel, highlighting how this distro cleans up temporary files and dependencies right after installation. It leaves you with an incredibly pristine, lightweight system.
And remarkably, this entire customized operating system requires a bare minimum of exactly 2 GB of RAM. Just 2! While mainstream operating systems are out there gobbling up your memory just to run background telemetry and bloatware, LinuxHub Prime frees up your system to actually do what you bought it for, handling heavy compute tasks, compiling code, or rendering video.
Section 4. Nvidia Optimus explained. The autonomic nervous system. Now let's peel the final layer of the onion and look at the microscopic architecture regulating your graphics output. Think of Nvidia Optimus as your laptop's autonomic nervous system. It's silently and automatically deciding when to use massive power and when to sip battery, entirely behind the scenes. Historically, laptops either had weak battery-saving graphics or incredibly powerful battery-draining graphics. Optimus gives you the best of both worlds without you ever having to hit a manual hardware switch or reboot your system.
It elegantly bridges that hardware dichotomy. See, your integrated graphics processor, the IGP, runs quietly and keeps your battery alive while you're just browsing the web or writing a document. But the literal microsecond you launch a complex 3D application, that power-hungry discrete GPU takes over to deliver maximum performance.
To bust a little jargon here, the Optimus routing layer acts like a highly trained traffic cop. It's specifically watching for direct render calls, like DX or CUDA, before it allows that discrete GPU to wake up. So if you launch a game engine, the routing layer sees those DirectX calls. Run a data science script, it catches the CUDA calls. It intercepts these signals in real time, fires up the heavy-duty Nvidia chip, and passes the rendering workload to it, all without the application even knowing it's happening. Pretty brilliant, right?
Section 5. Mastering Prime Offloading, Bridging the Gap.
But how does our hyper-efficient Linux OS actually talk to this hardware multiplexing tech? Well, that's exactly where Prime Offloading comes in. Prime Offloading follows a fascinating multi-step process. The powerful GPU renders the image, sure, but then it secretly copies it to the integrated processor's memory for final display. Take a look at step 3. Because the integrated graphics processor is physically wired to your laptop's built-in screen, the Nvidia GPU can't just display the image itself. Instead, it uses the Optimus copy engine to shoot the rendered frame over the PCI Express bus directly into the IGP's memory. It's a literal microsecond synchronization ballet.
Now, sometimes you want to take the steering wheel back from that autonomic nervous system. By using simple environment variables like DRI prime equals 1, you can manually dictate exactly which apps get offloaded to the high-performance hardware. Say you want to run a specific Vulkan or OpenGL app on the discrete card, you just prepend your command with DRI prime equals 1 or prime run. You are explicitly telling your OS how to route the hardware. Total control.
All this routing leads to one absolutely crucial benefit: ultimate power management. When configured correctly, RTD3 power management ensures your discrete GPU draws literally 0 watts of power when you aren't gaming or rendering. 0. In the Linux kernel, this is known as the D3 cold state. You can actually run a command in your terminal, and if it says suspended, your powerhouse GPU is completely asleep, extending your laptop's battery life by hours.
And this brilliantly illustrates how everything connects right back to our physical hardware from the very beginning. If your docking station monitors are physically wired directly to your Nvidia card, a feature called Reverse Prime solves the puzzle. It renders on the internal chip, but displays out through the discrete card. Think about it. You've plugged your CalDigit or Dell dock into a port that routes to the Nvidia GPU. If you want to do a basic low-power task, Reverse Prime lets the lightweight IGP do the rendering and then passes the image backwards to the Nvidia card just to output it to your massive multi-monitor setup. It's wild. So as we wrap up, I want you to look at your own desk right now. Are you bottlenecked by missing hardware hubs, bloated software, or unoptimized kernel drivers? Take just one step today to peel back your tech onion. Because at the end of the day, if your hardware is capable of microsecond rendering and 0-watt power states, shouldn't you be the one holding the keys?